Oh, hi everyone. This is another screencast about another part of a lab, which is called Accessing iSCSI Storage, which is a Lab 9. Now, in this lab, we are going to look into two major things. One would be adding a port group to a standard switch, and also configuring an iSCSI software adapter. So now, first, to add a VM kernel port group to a standard switch, we are going to see, as you see in your screen. I've just navigated into my ESXi host and then clicked on to manage and networking, which actually list the two switches, which is available for my ESXi host, which we have added earlier. Now, once that is done, um, we have to go in and look into the storage tab. This is how we can go into configuring the iSCSI software adapter. Now, here, while configuring software adapter, I have to explain a couple of things here. Now, the icon for adding the software adapter is actually disabled since we have already added one, but I can quickly let you know how that can be done. So just right under storage adapter, you could see a plus symbol, which is actually disabled right now. So all you gotta do is you have to click on the plus symbol, and once you click on the plus symbol, you would be able to see an option like a drop down where you can actually select a software iSCSI adapter, and then you click OK. And once you click OK, you should be able to see the adapter as it's listed on the screen. So under iSCSI adapter section, you would see an adapter created. Now, once the iSCSI adapter has been created, once you click onto it, there are a couple of options which would be listed in the bottom of it. So now, once you go into properties and then you can go into edit, you can make sure your iSCSI name and its alias has been created correctly as per. So, so you just got to verify that it has a name and alias to it, and once you, so that's done. And so now, okay, so now here, so once you verified that, then what you have to do is you have to make sure you're go into the targets tab, and then you just have to enter the an IP address of your iSCSI storage. And once you enter the IP address of your iSCSI storage, if you move on to the path section, it should list the path of your storage. So that is what you see on your screen right now, which is the path of your storage it's shown. So which once you get the path, which means that your storage is actually working good. So that's about a lab on iSCSI storage, and let's move on to another lab uh, for single sign-on. So this is a lab where we're going to look into a single sign-on. So now to go into single sign-on, we're going to go into vCenter again, and we're going to go into see about how we can integrate our Active Directory with the VMware. All right, so now it's just a simple problem which we have with the VMware, so we just have to re-log into it again. So I'm just gonna pause the video for a second, and I'm gonna come back to it. And All right, so now once we are logged in, now so you have to go into the configuration section, and so now here, as you could see, you can actually see the Active Directory, which has been already listed there. It's been done while we are doing the installation, but I'll simply tell you uh, the steps which we have to do to go and about adding it if it is not listed there. So now, this is the part. So now here, identity source group is nothing but you're adding a group which has a group of identities which can be used inside your VM. So now here, when you get to this screen, all you have to do is click on Active Directory as an LDAP server. So you can use any of your domain controller as your identity source. So now, and then for the name, you have to enter the same name of your domain, and the base DN would be like the base DN. You can actually get the DN fr from your Active Directory. It would say something about like DN equal to in this case it is if it is go comma DN equal to group, so that would be something like DN for users, and then you're gonna enter the domain name and everything, and the server URL, and the username and password is going to be the username and password of your Active Directory, and then you're gonna hit OK. So now, since this has been already added, those things are not required here. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the cancel button, and then we're gonna return back to the screen. All right, so now here there are a couple of things which you can actually see to see your Active Directory is actually working. So now you're going to go into users and groups, and once you go into your users and groups, you can actually see that your domain is actually added there under group members. And so when you go into the add principles, and then if you drop down onto the domain and then select your group, you can actually see all the groups which is there available on your domain available here. So this simply proves that you have an access to your Active Directory as an identity source from your VMware environment. So where this would come in handy is this would allow us to have the resources which we have on the Active Directory, like all the users which we have on the Active Directory, can be given access to log into VMware. So it is a very good tool. So an access can be given on an instance. So simply by adding a user to a group in the Active Directory will allow them to access VMware to any resource pool which we have already assigned to them, assigned to that group actually. So that's about it, guys, on lab on single sign-on. So let's see you again on another lab. Thank you.